Hey Cloud Gamers, today we're having a look at the Elder Scrolls Online on the Series X and Google Stadia. Elder Scrolls unsurprisingly has come to Gamepass on console, so it's worth taking a look at the next gen versions here, which is still the previous generation, just available on next gen, and of course the version that's available on Stadia. So starting off here with the blind test then, I did have a look at doing the speed test comparisons, but I found the results to be absolutely inconclusive and very unreliable on both. It seems like the ZeniMax servers or the Bethesda servers are inconsistent with the load times across each of the systems. So sometimes it took seconds, sometimes it took up to a minute, and this happened on both platforms. So as we look at the palace here, can you see which is which for Google Stadia and the Series X? If you hadn't guessed it, Google Stadia is on the left and the Series X is on the right. I do feel that the Series X is pulling a lot more detail here, although Google Stadia does look pretty good on its own. When it's put next to the Series X does look incredible. Now one thing to note, which is quite annoying, it does appear that the Google Stadia version is actually linked up with the PC version of Elder Scrolls Online. So you do not get cross save across the PC and the console version. If you did want to move from PC to console, then you are going to have to start again, which is why you're seeing very different characters on the two here. I'd spent quite a lot of time on the Elder Scrolls on Stadia previously, so if I did want to carry that on, I'd either have to use Stadia or PC version. As we move over to Google Stadia on its own then, again once it's on its own, looking at the quality of the environment around, everything does look absolutely fantastic, and this is the Chromecast Ultra footage at 4K. So until you put it alongside something like the next gen consoles, it really does look very good, and you won't really miss that detail. You can see here, because I've enabled the Bethesda in-game menu, that we are stuck at 30 frames per second. You don't really notice that much with the gameplay and running around, especially when you stop and look at the environment. But also the effects in the combat do look extremely good, and you wouldn't notice much of a quality difference. As we move over to the Series X, again, especially at night time, you don't notice a massive difference in the quality here straight away. And the effect on the combat is still looking extremely good. Only when we pay attention to the character model a little bit more closely, and then also look at some of the draw distance, that we see that higher quality. Moving around though, it is still 30 frames per second. We don't know whether there is going to be a next gen console update for Elder Scrolls Online at this point, but for now it is capped at 30 like Google Stadia. It is also worth noting that it's a 70 gig download on the Series X, so it is a case of whether you want to have that space available for other games, or that little bit of extra quality. Although for Stadia you will still have to wait for server patches alongside the PC version. So as we come back side by side then, we can see the little bit of quality gain on the Series X side over the Stadia. However, they are both looking extremely good and both play very well. So it is a case of whether you are a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber and you have the console and are happy to start again if you've already got a PC or Stadia version, or whether you want to have that cross save and cross progression across PC and Stadia to be able to chop and change, and the convenience of Stadia, just pick up and play. If you are a Stadia Pro subscriber, you are also able to play the Elder Scrolls for free, otherwise you will need to pick it up for the currently discounted price of £6, which is the same as the Steam version, or £15 when it's on full, which will probably be the same in dollars. Thanks for watching, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, stay up to date with all the latest across all cloud gaming platforms, and I will see you next time.